Interact likes to go about innovating and partnering with other organizations is to look at both those individually almost and then bring them together. So when we're looking, for example, to innovate in the digital ID space, we would generate a problem statement and then we can put that out in the marketplace. And some of our partners that we work with would be Communitech or Mars, and let them bring different organizations to us focused on that specific problem statement. Along with the innovation aspect, we're also looking at specific technologies that we're looking to incorporate. So we'll go out in the marketplace and look for a technology that balances what we're trying to build. So a good example of one of these specific problem statements that we put out into the marketplace was our digital ID problem statement around what are Canadians doing, what technologies are available to incorporate into the digital ID landscape. And so we put this problem out with specifically a collision day with Communitech. They sourced out multiple companies that were interested in talking to Interact and our senior leaders about what their technologies could bring into this problem space. So we met with them initially, and then we brought them in a kind of a concentrated pitch competition, not so much a competition because it's more about just meeting and connecting with our senior leaders. And so they came out with their technologies and presented to us. One of the companies that we met with on the collision day that we wanted to take a deeper dive and look at had a software development kit available for both a web and an Android application, iOS I believe too. We were able to bring that into the lab development environment here and actually test and play with it and talk to them about what it was doing and really experiment with that technology, which I believe is a great outcome for both their company and ours.
There are various technologies we explore here at the Interact Lab. Some of these might include application programming interfaces, also known as APIs, which allow us to take existing data, morph it, conform it to however we want, and then prototype on it. We also use existing companies' SDKs or software development kits, which have built-in features and methods which allow us for way faster prototyping, which we can take to HQ much faster. We've also played with additional technologies like AI, machine learning, cloud platforms such as Amazon Web Services, Microsoft's Azure, and Google Cloud Platform. We've also implemented various blockchain stacks and also explored the quantum development kit. Some of the pros of these technologies is it gives us the ability to get running right out of the box. It allows for very fast prototyping. As an example, we have worked with the blockchain SDK that aligned very well with our use case, and we were able to quickly implement it to our project and reap its benefits.
What we like to do at Interact when we're working with startups is really try and set those expectations. We know for startups working with larger organizations, they might expect us, or if they've never worked with a larger organization, they might expect us to pivot and move as fast as they do. 6 months might be a long time and their product might change in that time. For us at Interact, we're trying to move faster. We're trying to play with those technologies. That's one of the reasons we have the lab, is to experiment and test out their new technologies. At Interact, though, when we deploy a full-scale product across all our stakeholders, we're talking about close to 350 financial institutions. There is a longer process at stake, and there's also a trust that's there. What we can bring for, why would a startup want to work with us, is we bring that trusted partnership arrangement together. One of the ways we're looking at future developments and what can happen in the marketplace in the future is working with leading research organizations on specific topics. Some of these topics might include quantum cryptography and learning what's available in the marketplace and how we can incorporate that kind of technology in a small scale before we roll it out large scale. We're also looking at larger technologies that might not apply in our industry quite yet, but in the future we know that robotics is going to make up a large portion of the marketplace. We're looking at 5G, which would affect our industry quite heavily. And then there's also technologies that are at the forefront like blockchain. We've built a specific POC, proof of concept on blockchain to experiment with what the capabilities of the system can do and bring it closer into our ecosystem and to learn from it.